Hello everyone. So I was turning off some features that keep popping up on my phone. So I am going to do the summer birds. I think that's what I called them, is the summer birds. I sat here and kind of sorted everything out and grouped them all together. There are 4 birds and a birdhouse. Super duper cute for summer. I don't know if you're doing summer crafting or what, but that's what we're going to do tonight. And I picked some really cute colors. A little more on the neutral side, so I'm going to show you what they look. These are the colors that I picked here for this one, but these are summer birds. I'll show you what they look like in just a second, and I do need to get my wax paper up underneath here, but these are super duper cute, and it's probably going to take me a second to paint these, but I am in love with them. They're so adorable, and I've got some colors picked out for like different bird colors, like a blue bird, a brown bird, like a yellow bird. I didn't do like a red bird because I felt like a red bird might look kind of weird. So we're going to see about maybe doing like, we'll figure out what it's going to look like. Hello, everyone. So I was live earlier doing the Hutter balloon. And then I came home, I had dinner. My husband made potato soup and grilled cheese. It was really good. And then I watched some Downton Abbey while I caught up on my messages. And I sat on the couch. I sat on the couch and did nothing. Hello, Renee. What's up, you guys? What's up, Val? Hello, Amy. How's it going, friends? Hello, Kathy. Hello, Christine. Hello, hello. So when you join in, please say hello. Sprinkle this out. The more you comment, the more you engage, the more it's going to show this to people on the internet. I appreciate it. If you comment keywords like hutch, collection, suncatcher, glass, if you comment certain words, like I have an automation set up that no matter what post you're on, it's going to respond. So Facebook Messenger is probably going to send you a message. You're going to probably see where it says, be sure to check your messages. This is just an automation that I set up to make things so much easier for me to be in more than one place when I can't be on my phone all day, you know. So it's been really helpful. It might be annoying to some, but it is very helpful to many. So anyways, so I sat here and I picked out these colors. I might change my mind on some of these. I don't know for sure. I do know that I might use some markers because there's some details that I think are going to be maybe a little hard to get to, but I think I might be able to do it. I'm just now noticing that I do believe I am missing. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I found it. It's right here. I'm like, oh, I'm missing my little seashell. I'm not missing my seashell. I've got it. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. So in case you haven't seen me in a few days, I took quite a few days off this weekend. Here's the thing. We're leaving Wednesday to go on a mini vacation to Florida. We have not been to Florida in a while. My sister's kids are coming, 2 of her children. Her younger 2 children are coming to spend 2.5 weeks with her. And so we kind of waited to the last minute. We stayed up late, looked for a place that we could get like a last minute trip. And so we found a really good deal. And so we're going to go on Wednesday. It's very short, very short. Like we're leaving Wednesday. We will have access like Thursday after 4. And then we'll be there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Sunday morning, we have to get up and leave by 10 a.m. So it's very short. But I need to do a lot of stuff before we left. And so I was like, I probably should just take the evenings and get caught up on that stuff and not craft. So that's where I've been. And not to mention, I feel like the Facebook algorithm is just absolute garbage right now. It's garbage. I started uploading like edited videos. And so Facebook is showing all these edited videos to people and not really anything else. And it's just unfortunate because, you know, you gotta play the Facebook game. And I just don't play the Facebook game. I just do what I want, essentially. But nevertheless. So I've been trying to do these crafts live with you for those of you who want to do crafts live. If you don't, like, you can just watch the replay and fast forward. Just watch it and fast forward. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Amber doesn't just teach and inspire her craft. She's great. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to share a little story about Christine. So I reached out to Christine many, many, many months ago. And I was like, would you paint these kits and send me pictures so that I can use them in my shop? And there's other people. Like if you guys are really good painters and you want to paint things and let me use your photos, please email me. Because I am one person, y'all, and I really want to showcase other people, not just myself. It's not just about me. It is about everybody. It's about a community of people. And I know it is my business, and it is, but I will tell you, watermark your photos, put your name on there. It is so helpful to people to have some sort of inspiration besides my own. I am not the best painter. Please understand, I am not the best painter. I'm not the best crafter. I am not the best out there. I just be the best version of myself. But Christine, I reached out to her and I was like, you know, can I use your photos and can I watermark them and, you know, all this stuff? And she was like, yes. And so I was trying to like tell her like, you know, our photo orientation is like a 3x4. And so you have to do like a 3x4 photo. That's what the shop, you know, photos are. And so I'm like sending her little tutorials on like how to change her camera orientation to take a 3x4 photo. So I'm sending her like quick screen recorded videos and like doing, you know, all the little like overlays, like click here, point here, do this. So I'm like sending that to her to like, you know, help her, because she sends me these long images and the ratio just cuts it off. And so then I was like showing her like, well, if you could watermark them with your name, that way, you know, I want you to know they're watermarked. And so I was like telling her like, you can use Canva, it's free. And you can watermark your pictures and just use text and change the transparency. And it's true. Like she's saying like, you can teach anybody how to do anything if you're willing to learn. And so she's been emailing me for days and I love it. It doesn't bother me. I just get to it when I can. But every time she finds out something new, and I'm so proud of her, she's like, I figured this out. I learned how to do this. And it's so exciting because, well, it's not crafting related. It's like tech related. And I'm like, everybody has the ability to learn something, and it doesn't matter how old you are. And so I am just a firm believer of that. And I have all the patience. Like I will show you all the things. Like not only am I crafty, but I also am like very tech savvy. And so I know a lot about technology. I am not afraid to push buttons. I'm not afraid to figure out what this stuff does. And if it messes up, I'll figure out how to fix it, because I love Google. Google has a lot of the answers to my problems in life. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So anyways, I just thought that was funny because I try to inspire as many people as I possibly can. So, and I appreciate all of you guys. And I want you to know, in case you did not see my post yesterday, I literally woke up. My husband was like, do you want some coffee? And I was like, sure, I want some coffee. I stayed in my bed all day yesterday, with the exception, we had to do laundry. So I got up in the day before's clothes because I slept in my clothes. Y'all, I was tired. I was so tired. Slept in my clothes. I got up and I was like, okay, let's sort the laundry. Let's do the laundry. We had all of our like pool towels, all of our bathing suits, all of our, like every bit of our clothing had to be washed because we needed options to take with us. And, you know, and so I helped him do laundry and hang up all the clothes. And yeah, so I did that like all day yesterday. I was like just lounging in the bed. So then, okay, so just a little backstory. Chris Dyer says, I'm new here. Welcome, Chris Dyer. So I obviously like to talk and chat, and I try to do a lot of my talking in the beginning, and then you can just like fast forward on the replay and like skip to where you want to be. So I've been sharing my health journey for like since probably October of last year. How I've not gone to the doctor. I've been very, you know, irresponsible and all of those things. And so the last time I went to the doctor, which was in June this month, my doctor said he was going to send me to a behavioral health place to get a diagnosis for possible like adult ADD. I am pretty sure that's what I have. Okay. So I go to my appointment today and I'm just trying to get a diagnosis here. Okay. And this doctor spends about an hour and a half with me asking me a ton of questions. And he learned a whole lot. And I let him know right away that I talk a lot, that I am very squirrel brained. I am scatterbrained. I have a lot of tabs open. I forget what I was saying and I go on to the next idea that pops into my head. I'm very random. I do not have anything together in life. This is a lot of planning for me to like get the colors, pick the thing. Like my interest is a very short window of time where I feel really excited about something and want and like gung ho to do it, and it will change like rapidly. Like, oh, I'm really excited to do this, but wait a second, I have this new idea and I want to do this over here, and let's change everything up, and that's just how it is. That's how I am wired. And so he said one of my diagnoses today is that I'm very inattentive. I'm very inattentive. And I have a generalized anxiety disorder. I am not surprised by any of those things. I know sometimes I feel very laid back and very, and then at the same time, I'm very extreme and over the top. Okay. So I just wanted to say this. Okay. If you are new here, I love to do all of this stuff. I love to craft. I love to paint. I love to make. And I will talk to my phone with my face on my phone. Like I'm here alone. I have no expectations. I know people are staring at me, but I don't know what they're saying in real life, because most of the time I see the comments and they're very friendly and they're very encouraging. And sometimes they're very, you know, people who know me, we talk about things that we know about, right? And then people who don't know me, they have no idea what they're getting into. And they actually think that I am pretty much a hot mess, okay? I am. And back a few years ago, I had a t-shirt that I made a quote that says, first impressions are overrated. Because all these people think that, you know, you got to put your best foot forward. First impressions are very overrated. People need grace. People need chances. People need, you know, people need to be given some ability to like get past their first impression jitters. Okay. So every time I do one of these videos, I assume that there is someone new here. I try to start with the basics of everything because I don't know where you are in your crafting adventures or anything like that. And my goal every day is to post something that inspires the world. I'm a girl on a mission, right? And so when you get here, hopefully, my hope is that there's a picture you've come across that is a really cute craft that I've done. And you're like, oh, that's adorable. I love that. Wonder what else she does. So the picture is the first impression. Okay. You like the craft. Me, I'm the second impression, and it is what it is. That is how I feel about everything. So if you are new here, welcome. Clearly I over-explained. I told the doctor that today. I'm like, I'm very chatty. I over-explain. I don't want to leave any room for people to wonder anything. And then I also told him, I said, I don't realize that my face sometimes does not really match my personality, and a lot of people think that I have an angry face, and I'm like, it's just my face. It really is. And I do have eyebrows. They have their own personality. And but I just want you to know that I appreciate you being here, and you're welcome to come and hang out with us and craft with us anytime. And then sometimes I have nothing to say. Sometimes there is absolutely nothing on my mind, but I'm trying to focus because I'm having difficulty focusing, a lot of difficulties. Okay. And I've recognized it in the past few years that it's progressively gotten worse. And so that's what I went to the doctor today, is to see, okay, do I have attention issues? Do I have attention issues? Because if we have attention issues, it is not helpful right now. It is not helpful to a lot of areas of my life, and I need it to be better than it is. Okay. So anyways, that's the rundown. Okay. You love the colors I picked out. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. But I need surgery on your fractured shoulder. Girl, that ain't no joke right there. Well, first of all, I hope that your surgery goes okay and that you have a very swift and speedy recovery, and that is minimal. Okay. Because I can't imagine what the heck you did to need some surgery. Wendy thinks I'm so fun to watch and so aspiring. Listen, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. April and her kids have a great time together on your trip. I know April must be so excited. She is so beyond excited. Can you create a banker's hutch? Renee, you're expecting a lot from me. Okay, Renee. I'm going to talk to Renee for a second. Okay, so I am not really a designer. If you have been to my shop and you have seen the things that I have designed, they are subpar to the ones that the actual designers make. Okay, I have made some of my own versions of hutches. If you ask me to create a banker's hutch, I am literally going to put money on the whole thing. Just money everywhere. Just a bunch of money. And I probably try to go and figure out how to find like a little money counter, like a icon that I could just take like a little calculator money counter thing. Maybe not a calculator, but like the little thing that you put the money in, it goes spins really fast and counts all your money. I don't know how I would do that, but I would probably try. But here's the thing. I don't actually do these mega fancy designs. Like these cute little birdies, I don't know how she concocted this. I do not know how her name is Tanya, and she's absolutely amazing and talented, and I have no idea how she comes up with like these cute little birds and all the little things that she dreams up over here, but that's her job. I am not this like creative. And so the hutch files are made by Tribe of Five. So if you ever want a specific hutch, go find Tribe of Five and go ask her, can you make this? You can make requests to her. I don't know if she's going to do it all, but I really struggle with some of the attention to details on some of these laser designs. I can get my iPad on Procreate and I can hand draw some things, okay? And some stuff I have done that. I have my own designs that I've made, and there is hundreds of them, okay? But when you're looking at something like a banker's hutch, I just am like, I would put a circle with 25 cents and be like, okay. I would probably try to figure out like, okay, what is that? Would you put a little safe down there? Like, do I do a little twisty keypad code? Like, I don't know what that would look like. But because my brain is not like these designers, they can probably dream up something far more like exciting than I could. And then I will be happy to paint it. I will absolutely be happy to paint it. Some of the hutches I have done, and they're okay. They are okay. But I don't know about anything else. I don't know about anything else. You need days like that sometimes. Yes, your body does need to recharge. Class time is in October. Hope you have fun. Yes, I plan on it. Absolutely. I am going to sit by the ocean pretty much the entire time. Your son has ADHD. I feel like that's it. I feel like that's me. What does my shirt say? My shirt says petty. My shirt says petty. It's a super cute flower. And then somebody says, like, what does your shirt say? And I'm like, oh, it says petty because it's sassy and it's cute. Sassy and cute. Me. That's my personality. Let's see here. You thought it said pretty? Deb has been hanging out for a long time. Okay, so Sandy, I have to go back for another appointment and take another test. Apparently there's like a test you have to like have administered to you to tell you if you have ADD or adult onset attention disorder, or whatever it's called. There's a whole special test for that. Anita says she thinks she's going to buy a kit. Well, I hope you do, because I think you're going to have a blast. Oh, you love all the new craft kits. Just got your new ones today, but I miss your Dollar Tree DIY so much. I don't miss Dollar Tree crafts. Here's the thing. I do and I don't. I do and I don't. When I feel like I want to go get a canvas or a picture frame, or I want to go and do a napkin craft, like I want to do all those things. But here's why I don't miss Dollar Tree crafts, okay? I was never going to grow outside of that limit if I didn't change what I was doing. And I wanted to focus my business on growth, and I wanted a business that did more than just dollar store crafting. So I'm crafting and I'm using products from the dollar store, and the dollar store I have no control over. I can't control what they have. I can't control their locations. I can't control the products that they keep, their price, like none of the things, okay? And I felt like I had no control. And I am a business person. I've been an entrepreneur for like 15 years, okay? And I just can't function that way. There was no, like, what is the roadmap here? What is the end game, okay? And it just kept leading to no ability to grow. No, I didn't really have full control. Now, I know that there are people who still do all of those things. And if you look at a lot of people who do like the dollar store crafting, what have you noticed has happened with their businesses and their pages? They have shifted to something that they make and something that they sell. A lot of them have bought laser machines. A lot of them have changed to a lot of cutouts. Some people do printables. Some people do paint parties, and some people do jewelry, they do tumblers. Like, there's been a pivot that has happened because the people who jump into that realize that as far as like how you going to make this make you money, they're like, it's not how it works. It's who you attract. You're attracting crafty people, and that's what my goal was. I wanted to attract crafty people, and then I wanted to nurture those people, and then I wanted to figure out, okay, how can I figure out what these people want? And that's how I evolved that. But the dollar store crafting is so, for me, I like doing some of the crafts. Do I miss it? To a degree, but here's what I figured out as I did them a little more is that if I didn't create this massive transformation and it wasn't this wow factor of an attention getter, it was mediocre. What am I selling other than people to go shop at the dollar store? Well, like, what am I selling that's mine? And I didn't have anything. Either I sell the finished product or I have to figure out how to sell something, okay? Because that is not a path that leads to anything that is super overly massive. Number two, people do those crafts, and they monetize their content. You know what monetizing their content looks like? Recording a video, editing it down, uploading it, and you get paid for advertisement views from whatever social media platform you're on. In a moment's notice, a lot of times out of your control whatsoever, you can go from making $500 to $0 because you are not boss of that monetization. You're relying solely on someone else. And so a lot of people are just monetizing their videos and uploading videos. That's what they do. It's for traffic and views. It's the churn and burn, okay? So once they upload the videos, they make the money and they're on to the next video. It's more about the views than it is about the people. And I don't want to be that way. I used to upload a lot of videos, and I did make a really good bit of money during that time, and I reinvested all of it. But my end game was yes, I want to sell you this kit. I want to sell you the little birdies. My goal is to nurture people and serve them first for free. Absolutely for free. You don't have to buy a single thing from me. And my goal is, while I paint this, if you're a beginner, advanced person, there is something that we do that is brainstorm, strategy, a technique, a way of doing something, a color combination that you take away that builds your skill set and your confidence in anything that you do. But my goal is to sell wood products. I sell craft blanks for people who are crafting. And that's what we do, okay? But at the end of the day, what it boils down to is, how do I serve people wherever they're watching, whether they, like, y'all, we don't ship to every country. There are people like Val. She lives in another country and we don't even ship to her. She comes here all the time to hang out with us. I hope she's taken so many things away. She will never be a paying customer of mine, and I don't treat her any different, because for me, the Bible says that if you serve people, what you sow, you shall reap. And I want to serve people, and I know that God will provide. And he has, exponentially. And so I just feel like we've had so many new people. Like, y'all, we have 510,000 followers now. That's a lot of people. That is so many people. We have almost 15,000 customers in our Shopify store. So we have 15,000 people that we have had some sort of transaction with. And that is a lot. That means a lot. And so that just tells you like the conversion of like, you have to work really hard every day, show up, serve, you know, be there. And like, it's a lot. Okay. And so when I'm looking at, I love the dollar store crafts. There's no end game. There's no end game that I maintain ownership. And so I've always told people, if your business does not pay you like a business, it's a hobby. And I am not a hobby girl. I am not a hobby girl. So I try not to make my, like, yes, I constantly hear crafting something that I sell. But I try not to make it so spammy and salesy and pushy and like in your face. And like, if you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I hope I serve you, you know? So, oh, and by the way, if you want to go see any of those past projects from the dollar store that we've done, I have a blog. And the blog is very popular on Pinterest. It's called The Maker's Map. It's not Shop the Maker's Map. It's just called The Maker's Map. And there's a whole blog there with nearly every single dollar store craft that we've ever done, with the exception of a few. They're all there. And there's step by step. There's supplies that I used. There's so much there. Photos to inspire you. The videos are gone, but we're working on trying to get those back up on the blog so you can have those replays to go with them. But yeah, like, it's a lot. But I just want you to know, if you're new here, like, everybody has a backstory. Everybody has like their first impressions. Everybody has like, you know, give people a chance, especially like people that you follow that are new, that you encounter. Like, please give them a chance, because, you know, it's hard around here. It's hard. It's real hard. You're asking for prayers for your little girl in your area. In 2022, a virus attacked her heart. She's had a heart transplant. Oh my gosh. Today they rushed her to the hospital. Possible stroke, blame me. Oh, Harper Strong has been her motto. Oh, I will certainly pray for her. Certainly. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. That is so heartbreaking. Terry says, I'll be having surgery on your wrist next week. Terry, you? Goodness gracious. You working on your patriotic hutch? I love it. You need to order this shirt for your sister since Petty is her last name. Oh my God, I love that. I love it. So cute. Okay, I'm trying to get caught up. Are you going to post the t-shirt, the July t-shirt club? It should be there. I posted it. I will go double check and make sure I posted it in the right place and that it's not hidden, because sometimes you can turn off the visibility. Linda, that is not a lie. Linda says, when you do Dollar Tree crafts, it costs me more than I spend on your cutouts. It's true. It's true. Oh, that's okay, Tiffany. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you love them. I'm glad that you love them. Jennifer, that was the thing. That was the other side of the coin. Okay, so if y'all don't remember, back in, it was mostly during COVID, the dollar store crafts really were very popular, and people were like, I would go to my dollar store, and my really good one that's like 45 minutes away in Richmond Hill, Georgia. And I would go shop that store and take y'all on tours, and we would have so many people there, like, just mesmerized. And that store consistently in my area was the only store that, for whatever reason, the store owner stocked things that were desirable. And then I would go to these other stores and I'm like, this is what people are telling me that they're seeing at their stores. They're messy, they're not stocked, there's stuff in boxes. These good stores are few and far between. And then the store that I had at Richmond Hill, the guy who was the manager, we had messenger with each other. Like when a new shipment would come in, he would message me and be like, truck came, come today. I'll let you go through every box you want to go through. You get first opportunity. And I'm like, absolutely, I'll be there. And so I had a really good relationship with him. Well, then he got promoted to another region. And then ever since he left, that was several years ago, every time I've gone into that store, and I quit driving 45 minutes to go there. Every time I've been there over the past few years, it is completely a mess. There are out of season things still in boxes, not unpacked, very disorganized, and it's not what it was. And then they stopped stocking things that weren't like the crafty trends. That store stopped focusing on a different clientele, and it was more about the dollar store experience. You're there for the convenience. It's a convenience store. And it was no longer the niche store where you could go to get your dollar stuff and then also get your craft supplies. And it just changed. It just changed, and it's not been the same since. And so I don't have any stores in my area that have anything that are what the crafting community is looking for that I could get my hands on. And then that meant I would have to order everything. And when you order from Dollar Tree, you have to order in multiples of things. And I just was like, I don't really want to do that. So I did. I prayed and prayed and prayed. And, Glowforge sent me that laser. I think it was the Lord. I truly, honest to God, believe it was the Lord. I 100% believe it was the Lord. Lightning in Elkview. Be safe, be safe, be safe. You got surgery next Monday. Well, Amy, I hope your surgery goes so well. I thought it was posted. Lost your dad in January to COVID. I went to a very dark place. That's when I found you. Oh my gosh, all your videos. And I did a gallery wall in my kitchen. It's how I got through the dark place. All the stuff based off your crafts inspired me so much. Oh my gosh, I love it, Tiffany. I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, I will tell you this, Tiffany. Just before we craft these, think about this. Imagine what you can go to the dollar store and get to create you a super cute little birdie with a little inner tube. Like a super cute little birdie with an inner tube. You could probably make yourself your own little birdie. Maybe not like this, but something. The coastal hutch. Oh, I love the coastal hutch. Yes, we were hitting all the Dollar Trees. Yes, we would take Avery with us too. Vivian, how did I lose the weight? A heart healthy diet and no sugar. I completely cut out sugar. And then I'm also on a injection for, I guess it's called pre-diabetes. It's called semaglutide. And I just had to do another consultation about that. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Thank the Lord. That's right. That's right. Okay, so now that I've talked your head off and told you all the things that you didn't probably ask for, we're gonna do these birds, and I'll probably think of something else that I want to talk about too. But these are the birds. They are called the Summer Birds. I think they're called the Summer Birdies. Let me double check. I think I called them the Summer Birdies. So if you search birds, it may not come up, but if you search birdies, it may come up. So I'm going to go and look really quick because I don't remember what I called them. Birdies. They are called Set of Summer Birdies and Birdhouse. Right now, this set is $14.40. It is normally $18 for the set. You get a whole lot of pieces. Today is our end of the month sale. It's the last day. It ends at midnight Eastern time, so don't forget that. The patriotic birdies are in there. We have spring birdies. We've got Easter birdies. We have Christmas birdies. Let's see. But we're going to be doing the summer birdies. I'll show you the picture of them together so you can see what they look like and you can kind of make your decision from there. This is what they look like. You get all 4 birdies with that little birdhouse in the middle. Super cute for a tier tray or just like a little shelf sitter. So much fun. So that's what we're going to craft. And I was sold on this when there was a birdie with a ball cap. This little birdie has marshmallows on little sticks and then a baseball cap. It's not a backwards hat, but it is a baseball hat. And I was like, stop it. That's so cute. So that's what we're going to make. We're going to paint them. You had oral surgery today and your mouth is killing you. Oh my gosh. Linda, I need to go to the dentist. Let me move all of this stuff and put my little wax paper down here. So I use wax paper to protect my paper. It's like I use paper on paper. And I have a craft mat. I want one of those glass tables that like Lee from the Turquoise Valentine has. Then you just wipe it up and it's so good. Oh my gosh. I need one of those. 100%. Okay. So let me go over my colors with you. I have a purple cow. These are all Deco Art colors. Purple cow. I have Indian turquoise. I don't even think I've ever used this Indian turquoise. Light mocha, must have. I was introduced to the light mocha by Vanessa from Albie Crafty. She was like, girl, you got to use a light mocha. White is very white, but the light mocha is like an old white. I was like, I'm going to order it. So I did. Now I'm obsessed. Khaki tan. I have 2 yellows here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have bananas and cream. It's very, very yellow. And then we also have yellow ochre. I think I might go with the yellow ochre. There's the difference in the two. There's just a little bit of difference. Then I have Williamsburg blue because I couldn't decide what I wanted to do with my bird. So we might mix those two. I was indecisive. And then I also found foliage green. Foliage green. It's very vibrant green, but it's very summery. And then vintage pink is the pink that I picked. And so these are all the colors that I picked. And the first thing we're going to do is start with our, let's do our birdhouse. Not right now. Let us start with the little birdie. She's got heart sunglasses. She's got a little shell top. There's a little beach ball here. And then she's got some her little wings. And then she has a stand. And then she's got her little beak right here. So I'm thinking, I think I might do her. Google. Let me go to Google. Let me go to Google really quick. Bird colors. I just want to know. So I went to find bird colors. This is what I came up with here. Now I'm not going to do nothing like that. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do her yellow or or if I want to do her blue, or she's like a little, I don't really know what she is. Oh, look at that bird. That bird's pretty. That bird is so pretty. That is Birds of Many Colors Backyard Biology. I don't know what website that is, but look at that one. That one's pretty too. Like, I think I'm going to do her. I think I'm going to do her like a pinkish, like a pinkish color. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to use that vintage pink. You can make them yellow chicks. Absolutely. I'm going to do different colored birds. The last time I did, I think the last time I did them, I don't remember what I did. I'm going to do colors. All right. We're going to do colors on her. I am going to use some painter's tape to hold this stuff down. Let me scoot y'all back just a smidge and point you down so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, she's a tiny little bird, but very cute. You know, there's no rules. If one thing I can teach people is to like use your imagination and like color outside the lines and do what you like. Like, it doesn't have to be like, you know, everybody else. I firmly believe that. I love to go to Google and find like photo inspirations. All right, this is our little beach ball. Oh. And I think I'm going to move this little top over here. And let's pop out the beak. Oh, I need the fawn color because that's what we're going to do for the legs. So I'm doing the legs brown. I feel like that kind of makes sense. It's not really brown. It's like a khaki tan. It's brownish. It's like a gray brown. I think it's going to be cute. All right, so got the beak, got the wings, got the little sunglasses. I have these little hearts here. I think that I need to put them in. I'm not really sure, but we'll find out. All right, I'm going to use probably a mix of like sponges and my scissors. With my scissors. Oh, they're in my drawer. Like, where's my scissors? All right, I'm gonna close this out and go back to Facebook. do. Click, go back. Go back. There we go. I did, Danielle. Michelle Borders was on my video earlier and she told me that he took a plea deal. I was like, I was so looking forward to that trial. I really wanted to see the evidence. I did. I'm like, I wanted to see everything that they had gathered. You obviously know that there had to be a lot of evidence against him, that he just couldn't argue anymore. And I think it was just, and you can't dispute it. I think they was probably going to find him guilty. One thing I like is you craft later at night. I'm a night owl too. 3 at night, having sleeping problems. I talked to my doctor about that today too. I was like, I am a night owl. And he was like, why do you think that is? And I was like, I want to utilize every single hour in the day. And I was like, I don't want to feel like I'm missing out on anything. I was like, I probably should not be up so late. So we're going to do her a little bit of vintage pink. I'm going to do some white here. Were you talking about the Brian Kohlberger? You know, the Idaho situation? I'm pretty sure it was Idaho. Like the Idaho college case. Y'all, I'm yawning, but my brain is like, we're not lining up together. We're not on the same page. I'm just gonna take my paintbrush and I'm gonna mix together a little bit of this paint here. Yes, yeah. Good evening, Peggy. How's it going? All right, do you see the pink I made from the vintage pink mixed with the white, made a little bit of a lighter shade? That's what I'm going for. And I just use my paintbrush to mix it. All right, let's get us our light pink. I know that most birds are not like super all pink, but I think she's going to be really cute to be a light pink color. So I'm just going to paint every bit of her light pink except for her little legs. Her wings will get covered because there's her little arms will be right there. And then I'm going to go all the way up to the top. Now remember, this is a summer bird. We're using our imagination here. She is cute. She's just a cute little pink bird. Very light, soft pink. And you can see that it doesn't, like the paint doesn't cover up all the things. Got your first order today. My crafting sessions are your new addiction. That means the world to me. I appreciate that. We are so glad that you are here. Holy cow. I love it. All right, so I'm going to do the wings a little bit lighter, and then I'm going to take a little bit of this dark pink, just a little. And then I'm just going to go over the top of this just kind of lightly along the edge. And just kind of feather it. So it's a little bit of like an ombre gradient, but not too much. And then I'm going to go around her just a little, like around her tail, just a smidge. And then kind of right here on the underside. It's not a very big difference. And just kind of bounce through. I mean, it's just very subtle, just super soft. And then right above her head up here, where her little sunglasses are gonna go, there'll be a smidge of like a tiny shadow right there. Just a tiny bit, not a lot. Okay, so she is done, not doing anything else to her. Now for her sunglasses. Now the colors I picked are like, there's some different colors that are going to be like crossing over each other, okay? So I think I'm going to do her sunglasses purple. And I think I'm going to do her shells purple. Maybe dark purple on her shades and then do a light purple on her shells. We'll see. Trying to stay cool. Well, it was hot. It was hot over the weekend. I ran the fountains in our pool. We have several fountains. We have a waterfall feature and fountains. And I ran those all night the other night. And it cooled down our pool quite a bit. I was very impressed. So I'm going to do a light purple. So I'm just adding some white, mixing the purple with the white, and makes a lighter shade. And that's what we're going to do on her little shells. And we're going to cut off this pink and we're going to reuse this to do her little shell top here. You don't know why you're not getting notifications. Turn them off and turn them back on. A lot of people have been saying that they're not getting notifications from anybody. It's such a bummer. And I don't send out a broadcast message when I'm live because I go live so late and I don't want to disturb people. You see, whatever that is just crawling on me. All right, so our little shell top. And then we're going to do darker for the sunshade, like the sunglasses. I just did the lighter color first, then I did the darker color. All right, got this little sunshade. She's got a coordinating little outfit happening here. So she's got the purple sunglasses that go on her head. And then she's going to have her little shell top that's going to go here. Just like so. And she looks adorable. So cute. One color I did forget is orange. Let me go get some orange really quick for her beak. Let's do... Okay, I think I'm going to do this one. Normally I would go with Spice Pumpkin, but this is Persimmon. It's this color. I like it, the shade of this. It's like an old orange. It's kind of like an old orange. And we're going to do that on her beak. And I'm just going to use this brush right here that I left painted. It'll be fine. I don't need it to be a good brush. And I'm just going to add a little bit of white. And I'm going to do her little beak. That color. And then I'm going to add a little bit of that dark over the top. Just a smidge. That's probably better. Hello. I see y'all. Don't think for 1 second that I don't use brushes that have dry paint in them. I will definitely do that. All right, her little in her shades, I'm gonna do like black, like they're blacked out shades. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use this sponge here, the end of it. And I'm gonna stick them on here. And we're just gonna paint our little heart shades black. We can sand them a little bit, give them a glare. All right, now we need to do our beach ball. Okay, so for our beach ball, I have this green, which is that foliage green. What's up, Daily with Deb? I see you. How do I do? I'm actually having a pretty decent day. A pretty decent day. We had some issues today. We had an order that went to a lady. I don't remember who it was. And she got her cutouts, sets, and none of her glass. I'm like, how does that happen? How does that happen? So I had to do that. We had some people that were missing a few pieces, like whatever, that probably fell through our machines. And then I had a doctor's appointment. And so I had to go do that today. All right. So we're going to do another sponge, and we're going to do the green on one side. We're going to do yellow on another, and we're going to do blue. Let me separate this right here. Move her wings because her wings are done. And we'll assemble last. You could do them, you know, as you go, or you can do it at the end. You got yours today, and now you have ideas. Well, Lynn, I hope you like my idea. I did, Lynn, I went and Googled bird, like colors of birds. So I was like, I saw a pretty pink on a bird, and I was like, I'll do a pink bird. It's really cute. So we're going to do the lime green. Okay. I'm going to do lime green. It's called foliage green. But we're going to do green. Then we're going to do the bananas and cream yellow. What did the doctor have to say? Because I look great. Well, my doctor's appointment was on June 10th. And my doctor said I was doing really good. My blood sugar is outstanding. It was questionable. And I was like 2 months I had, not 2 months, 2 lab test rounds back to back. My A1C was really high, like was high for me, but it wasn't like high like most people. I was like just above like elevated, and I needed to get it down. So my doctor put me on semaglutide, which is used to treat diabetes, and then basically told me I need to stop having any sugar. So I've not had, I've had sugar. I did tell him I've had some sugar, but I've not had sugar like I had in the past. Like I was drinking like sweet tea every single day. Like that was all I was drinking. That was my water consumption. And I had to stop. Like I can't function like that. I thought I cut, oh, I used it for the yellow. Okay, I use a lot of sponges to craft. I also like paintbrushes too, but I've really become very good at sponge painting. We're all normal occasionally. Yes. Occasionally. Okay, so she's got the green, yellow, and blue beach ball that's going to go right here. And then she's got her little pieces for her shades. And I'm just going to put all of this bird right here. And she will be done with the exception of like the finishing touches. Hello, Tammy Garrett. Oh, we got to do her stand. And I think I'm going to do her stand. I have a protein drink every morning. Let me go turn my AC up or down. Sorry, y'all. It was like 76 degrees. I'm like, I gotta turn that down. It's getting hot in here. All right. So we got our ball. I have a protein drink every morning. I'm really not that good about eating breakfast. My husband eats oatmeal every morning. I don't. I drink a protein drink. And then I've been eating a lot of fruit. Not a lot of fruit, but instead of like, you know, in the summer when you want to have like a cupcake, I'm like, I'll eat an orange. You know, I'm trying to make better choices. So I've been eating a lot better. Lean meat, a lot more vegetables. What color do I want to do the stand? I think I'm going to do the stand. Can't decide. I think I'm gonna do the stand. Let me get a green for grass. Let me get not this green, but a grass green. Let's do. I got desert cactus and light avocado. I'm gonna do the light avocado. I will go, let me see really quick if I can see why it's not there. Hang on just 1 second. Hang on. What in the world? Sorry, my, oh my goodness. Okay, so add to, let me go see if it's in my photos. In my phone, gallery, pictures, yes. Okay, let me go to see what's going on. Okay, I'm about to go put it. I think it's already there. I just have to figure out why it's not showing up. This phone is like a dinosaur. Okay, so I need to go to pages. And let's go see what my error is. So it should be yeah, this is the shirt right here. It's there. That was June. Oh, I know what it is. June is for July. I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. It's the July shirt. Okay. Okay. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. Hang on, let me fix that. That's my bad. Well. Where is... June? Oh my goodness. Y'all, give me just a second. I completely... multi-column add. Okay, give me a second, multi-column. Let's take out that text. What? What is happening? Scroll down to the bottom. Y'all, my apologies. I'm like, what is happening here? Section. Add a section. Add a section. It is a multi-column add. Check. Save it. I'm gonna take this out. And see, it just keeps kicking me out of here. Reload. Okay, so the best solution I have is to change. Okay, so we're going to take out multi-column, delete. Okay. And we're going to save that. Save. Okay. So now we're going to scroll to our multi-column. Oh, went too far. And find the multi-column block, which is here. Now I'm going to add an image. Add an image. This is the one. Done. And this is, where's our text? This is July. Um, 2025. Take out this text. Sorry, y'all. Delete button. Join for July. The link takes us to the club. Okay, hang on. Club. Product. This one. Check. And now I need to move it. So this one, we're going to hide visibility because there's nothing there. back, go back. And then we're gonna hide visibility on this. Check. Right now it's at the very bottom. And then we're going to move this column up to the very top and stick it right here. Check. Save. All right. Now what does it look like? May, June. That says August. It's not August, y'all. Blessed everything. Let me go change the picture. Why does it say August? That should say July. Change it. July. 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 Done. Save. Download. Download. I guess it's a good thing it didn't save any of my stuff that I did, because that was all wrong. That was all wrong. Let me go back over here, change the image, because that's wrong. Change this image, change, select from library, add a file. This one is correct. Done. Save. And go back. Okay. That now it is right. Now it's right. So it says July now. It's this shirt right here. So in July, we're doing a shirt that you will get in July, like the 15th, that will be good for like August and like the fall season. So this is a super cute, like cottagey core. It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. This was our shirt for June. Oh, you can't see that. That was June, and that was adorable. And then your July shirt, which is this. So in June, you sign up to get this shirt and it will ship July 15th. That is why it's called the July shirt. So you're joining in June for July. That's how it works. Yeah, and then on July 1st, it'll be for the August shirt, which is not this. It was not this. I was working on the August shirt and didn't save it properly, but now it's fixed. It's there, so you can see it. Okay, now you know. On the last day of the month, super sorry about that. Telling you, I need like to get my life together. All right, let's do our stand so we can get done with these birds. It is what it is. I think the last time I was trying to fix it, I just didn't go back and do it because something had to have happened. It had to have been something wrong. All right, so I love that green for the stands for grass. Love it. All right, let me go back to here. And by the way, I think that shirt is so adorable. Super cute. Hello, Melissa. Still hot in Michigan. I'm telling you. All right, next let's do our little birdie with the marshmallows. And let me go ahead and do the stands, because I already have the green. I should have let the girls do this one, but I'm just like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this one. All right, so this little birdie is going to have, there's little marshmallows. We got wings. We got a wing. We got a beak. And do that beak. And then the legs are khaki tan. Let's go ahead and do the little legs. Knock those out. And then this little bird, I think this bird is going to be, let's make this bird a yellow bird. Let's do yellow ochre for this bird. So this will be a yellow bird. Not yellow ochre, or yes, yellow ochre, not bananas and cream. So we're gonna do yellow bird. I am gonna use the same sponge though. I'm gonna use this yellow sponge because I'm not gonna use yellow for anything else. Grandma of 6, 1 football player, 3 cheerleaders. Is it possible to make a cheerleader hugger? Gina, send me a message, like send me an email and ask me about a cheerleader hugger, and I will see if I can like dream up something. Possibly. That's a little easier to do than a hutch. Oh my gosh. That's a lot easier to do than a hutch. All right, this little bird's gonna be yellow. Look at that pink and yellow bird. Cute. The reason I'm doing yellow because I want to do a blue ball cap. Totally doing a blue ball cap. All right, this one gets yellow wings. Cute, cute, and cute. And then we're gonna do our little twig, like our little sticks. We're gonna do them brown. That is burnt umber. Oh gosh, let's just use it out of the lid. And then we're gonna do light mocha for the marshmallows. Let's see, let's cut this off. Come in here and get us a little brown. And do our little twigs, our little sticks. And I'm gonna wipe these back because I don't want them to be so dark. Okay. And then, oh, the beak. I'm going to do this beak a little bit brighter orange. Okay, let's do our light mocha marshmallows. And we could do them a little toasty, but I think I'm just going to do light mocha. And those are the marshmallows right here. I'm going to go over this. And then I'm going to come with my light mocha into this little dark brown and just go over the top of it just a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to use my brown. A little toasty. Cute. Okay, so a little toasty. We're going to do a blue ball cap. So this is done. That one's done. That is done. That one, that's the stand. That one goes right there. Cute. All right, let's do our ball cap, and we're gonna do Williamsburg blue for our ball cap. Have I had time to work on the angel for a windowsill? I have not. If you send me, go to the email and then resend it and just put reminder. It's on my list, but it's down my list and I need to probably just move it up my list. Let's see. Let's do, I'm going to use this blue to do the Williamsburg blue ball cap. And I'm just going to go over it like so. Stuff that I have to like do custom is still very much on my to-do list. All right. Ball cap is blue. Love that. All right. Those are done. Okay. Let's do our little ice cream cone one. And the stand, I'm going to go ahead and do it green. There's one that's left after this one that has like a little floaty inner tube. It's super cute. We'll do that. All right, that is, let me just go ahead and paint this stand too. Oh my goodness. All right, that one's done. All right, so let's do, what color do I want to do this bird? Let's do this bird a blue bird. Let's do a blue bird. And we're going to mix it with some white to tone down the blue because it's a lot of blue. So we're going to put some blue right there. They're so fun. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what. Cute, cute. Alrighty. So we're going to do the bird. Okay, so there's a hat. There's a flower. There's an ice cream cone. There's a wing and another wing and a dress. And then the beak. Right there. It's the beak. So we're going to do a blue bird and we're going to mix it with some white here. Actually, I need to do this. Oh, am I not tired? No. No. I wish. My husband can go to bed so quick. And I'm like, I don't know. I asked the doctor today, I was like, I just feel like my brain does not shut off like most people. I just don't. Okay, so we just made our dark blue a lot lighter. Good night, Anna. I will see you next time. All right, let's get this one and let's do this little bird. Blue. Do a little bit lighter. Okay, let's do the little tail. Okay, little wings. For our little birdie. So cute. Okay. What else? Let's do the dress pink. Let's do a pink dress. Oh, I had to go to the behavioral doctor today, like behavioral health. I went there to go and start the process of finding out if I have like a adult attention deficit disorder. And I had to do like the initial like consultation, and then I have to go back and do the actual like test. But the doctor, the psychologist, did say that I have a generalized anxiety disorder. And I'm very inattentive. That was funny. Very inattentive. Okay, we're going to do the cone and the legs fawn, or khaki tan. So our cone is this here. So let's go ahead and do our cone. Khaki tan, and our little legs are going to be khaki tan. Oh, my doctor, I asked to, like I said, I feel like I need something for attention issues. And he said he would not treat me until I got an actual diagnosis from a professional. And so I had to go see a doctor for that today. And then I have to go back for the actual test. But the other stuff that the other questionnaires I had to answer, pretty good. All right, we're going to do our sun, the yellow ochre, which is this one. So let's move our little cone and our little beak. Those are done. Let's do our little sun for our hat. Okay. The sun is done. And then let's do our ice cream for our ice cream cone, the light mocha, which is this one. And we're just going to do like a vanilla cone. Okay. The dress I said was pink, right? The pink dress is pink. That would be this one. Let's come into here and get us that pink. I'm going to add a little white and tone it down just a shade more. Than the bird over there. Just like a little bit. And then I think we should do her hat purple. Let's do her hat, the purple cow, with some white. All right. And we'll do a pink band on her hat. Just go across there. All right, so we'll come back and do purple hat, pink dress, her beak. She is very, I'm not a fan of this blue. She is a very blue. Let's make her less blue. Let's make her more of a white blue. Oh, nothing's wrong with me? Oh, something's definitely wrong with me, for sure. Oh, absolutely 100% for sure. Okay, I like this little shade of blue better. It's much lighter. That was looking very bluish. Bluer than I wanted it to be. This is vintage pink mixed with white. So the vintage pink is the darker pink color, and then I mixed it with white to make it several shades lighter. All right, I think that's better. Much, 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 much better. She's blue, but she's like a better blue than she was. Okay, and then her little ice cream right here. And I have to do the rest of her blue. As you can see that. Okay. Let's put it back together now. All right. And then her beak, her little flower for her hat, and then she's got her green grass stand done. All right, let's do this one with the little floaty and the little snorkel. The little goggles and the beak. We already painted the stand. So this bird, I think I'm gonna do this bird. We got a blue bird, a pink bird, a yellow bird. We need a brown bird. We're gonna do brown bird. We're gonna do the khaki tan brown bird. And we're gonna do it with the inner tube. So this will be more like a traditional bird color. Boring brown. And the legs are going to be the same color. Like, it's all going to be the same color. My tape is not as sticky anymore. Let's do our beak. This color here. That's good. Let's do a really soft white. I say a soft white. I just want to do like a light coat. Like a glared coat. For the little goggle snorkel part over the top there. And then let me take a little bit of that khaki tan over that white so it's a little bit of a shade lighter in there. Like you can see it through the little glare. So I just did it kind of like a hue. You can see it in person. On the camera you may not be able to tell. That's fine. All right, let's do our little inner tube floaty. Let's do it green, the green like in our beach ball. I think that would be really cute. And I'm gonna do this color here. And I'm just gonna lightly go over it. And I need to figure out what color I want to do the little snorkel. I just want a little highlight on the bottom. Just a smidge, just a little bit. All right, let's do this purple cow. I'm gonna do it the darker purple. Okay, so we got a green little floaty, purple little snorkel, and then we'll add little details to like the mouthpiece, and then on here with, you know, when we get done. So our little birdie here is done, and all the little pieces that go with it, and the grass here. Now we have our birdhouse. Okay, last but not least. Okay, that is khaki tan. It's called khaki tan. That's the color. It looks taupey, but it's khaki tan. All right, so now we've got our little birdhouse. Let me get a new piece of tape for this. We're almost done. We just got to sand and assemble, and our little birdies for summer will be completed. All right, piece of tape. I want to try to coordinate the little birdhouse to go with the little birdies. So we got our little shell. We got a starfish. We have a sand dollar. We need to do the green. Let's go ahead and do that. So they're all going to have the same green base for summer. I thought about doing like little water puddles, but I think they're more like, I think they just need to have like a little green grass. This is the back, so let's do the back of our opening. Let's do it black. So in our little birdhouse opening, we'll do what shines through there will be black. My finger in the paint. Okay. This is like a little sun, so let's do that yellow. It'll kind of go with a little yellow on that beach ball. And then let's do our birdhouse. Let's do our birdhouse. Let's do light mocha, which is this sponge here. And there it is. Light mocha. So we're gonna do that. I didn't stain these to do like a darker undertone. I'm just doing it right over the wood color. It'll be fine. All right. So you gotta paint the top because there's holes in this and you can see through. Let's do that. All right, let's stick this in the back so we can see what that looks like. Put our little sun over the top of that. Oh, that's cute. And then let's do a blue roof, or like a blue, like the sky up there would be like blue. So let's do the Williamsburg blue top for the little scalloped edge. And that will coordinate with the ball cap over here. Okay, let's put that on top of there. Oh, that's cute. So adorable. Let's do our little sand dollar, the light mocha, Move that. And then let's do a little bit of the khaki tan, like a dusting over the top of that. Just a little. And then let's do our sand dollar, or our starfish. Let's do our starfish, pink, pinky, vintagey pink. That is very pink. That's okay. And then let's do our little shell, this lighter blue. And I'm gonna get some white because it's still very, very bright blue. Okay, so we got a blue shell, a sand dollar, a starfish, and that's gonna go here. Then we have our little trim pieces that go on the face of our birdhouse. And let's do those the same as the legs. Let's do it the khaki tan, which is this color. And that way everything will kind of coordinate. And then this piece here as well. And then that's everything. Everything is painted. Hallelujah. Okay. Now we just got to go back and start adding everything, put the eyes on, and assemble. So cute. All right, I just got to clean up all my colors here so I can actually finish these. Okay. So these are the summer birds. And I'm just going to set all of my sponges over here in case I need to fix something. And then I may need some markers for some shading. We shall see. And then this was my plate of paints that I used. And then I used a paintbrush that had paint in it already for the little areas that I wanted to work on. Okay, let's dry this. Make sure it's all good. And let's get our sandpaper. And I have a couple different ones that I like to use when I do, like this one is so old and it needs to go in the trash can, but I still use it. All right, so I'm just gonna stick all these over here because those are still not quite fully dry and they can finish drying while we do the rest of this on the pieces that are dry. All right, so we're done with that. Okay, let's start where let's start with our pink one. Okay, that was her. And then we'll come back and we'll just kind of do each one of them and like get them done. Okay, so we're gonna do her body first and we're just gonna sand and glue. I like to do it that way. You might like to do yours a completely different way. And I'm just wanting to smooth out her finish, not have her really rough. Good night, you guys. I know some of y'all are headed to bed. This is like the last step of our project. All right, let's do a light sand on her wings and her little top. And let's go ahead and start gluing. I'm very excited to see how these turn out. I'm like, I really want to like hurry up and get done so I can see what they look like. Because I think they're going to be so adorable. Okay. Little wing here. And here. And then just glue them on to her body. And I did a little outer edge a little bit darker pink on her little wings. And then let's glue on her little top. No! No! Oh, I glued my little arms too tight. It's okay. It's fine. There we go. She's super cute. All right. Beak. I'm just gonna lightly sand that. Oh, I need a black marker for her eyes. And then we'll add a little twinkle. I mean, how cute is she? Then we need a little, oh, I'm not going to do her cheeks anything. I'm just going to leave them. I'm just going to leave her cheeks. The gluing is the hard part. It is a challenge. It is a challenge. Why? No clue. I think it's because it gives me anxiety because it can stick sometimes really quick and then sometimes it's just like slides around everywhere. And I get very irritated with the glue sometimes because I'm like, it's like, it really sticks good in the most inconvenient times. And then sometimes I'm like, I really need this to stick really good. And it just doesn't want to do anything. Gets on my nerves. Sand her little hearts. For the inside of her shades. We'll add a little glimmer, a little glare. Oh my goodness. She is looking too adorable. All right, let's put her beak on. My sister and I have an appointment at the nail salon in the morning at like 10 o'clock. And we were trying to go on Saturday. They were so busy. What's up, Gwen? Look at how cute she is. Adorable. I know you cannot resist. She needs a name like Sally or something. Alrighty, how does this go? Does it go on this side? I think so. I think it goes on that side. There we go. Look at that. Goodness gracious. Her little ball. She's so fun. Sassy Sally, yes. Oh my gosh, Gwen, there is 4 birds and a birdhouse in these summer birds. They are so cute. They're called summer birdies. And let's do her grass, her little grassy pad. Let's glue her in. Oh my gosh, how cute are you? Stand her up over here. Oh my gosh. You might need these. So fun. Wait till you see them all. Wait till you see them all. Let's do our little bird with the ball cap and the marshmallows. I love the little grassy pad. So cute. Bless it. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure this one goes here. How cute. All right, let's sand our little sticks. And let's put on our little wing on this one. And then our little marshmallows. Oh, we gotta sand our hat too. I'm trying to do the hat super cute like mine. And then I'm just gonna lightly do the bill of it. I'm not going to sand our little marshmallows because I want them to stay toasty. Oh no, I got to do the top of our sticks. I'll have to come back and do that. Oh no. Okay, well, I did not think to do the top of the sticks. Did I use a brown? Oh, I did. It's right here. I'm like, where's the brown? Okay. I have to sand this blue off of here. You can see it. Did y'all hear that? Oh my God. Look at our little toasted marshmallows. And look at our little ball cap. Cute. And you just glue it over the top. Like that. And then the beak. Good night, Dana. All right. Oh, eyeballs. Let me do a little blue on the hat. And not sure which yellow I need. I'm just doing alcohol markers along the edge. All right, there's this one. We'll do the little white twinkle in the eyes here momentarily. Thank you, Barbara. I try to do really cute stuff. I mean, I was super chatty in the beginning, and then I got really focused. I'm like, I will be here till tomorrow if I don't get my act together. All right, I'm just going to set that one in front of me. The edge shading, yeah, so the alcohol markers are really good for like doing the edges and like details. When you're not really good at like blending with paints, you can really do it with the alcohol markers. Okay, so this one I do need a brush to do the top of her like hat band. So let me sand my hat and then we'll come in with a brush and do the pink. I'm going to do this right here. Just a brush filled with some paint. It doesn't even need to be like perfect. Just a little strip. It's close enough. All right, so let's do her dress. Let's do her hat. Let's do her body. Her eyeballs. So she is a bluebird. I didn't want to do these all the same color bird. I wanted them to be like a little variety. Like, oh, they're like friends. Like they're friendly birds. Alright. Let's do her outfit. Line her up like this. Do her little beak. Just gonna pop that out of there. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on, I missed a spot on her beak. All right. I mean, look how cute she is. She's a little bluebird. Very adorable. She's very blue. Little wing. she's got a little sun on her hat. She got a little ice cream cone. She stopped at the ice cream truck. You just kind of have to tilt your ice cream till it fits the outline. All right, she's got a little ice cream and her stand. A little grassy patch. So, let's see. All right, so here's this one. And then we have this one. Cute. And then we have this one. So our little birds are looking like a cute little bird friendship. This is our last bird. Oh, it's storming? Oh my gosh. They are friends of the neighborhood getting together for a barbecue and swimming. That is right. And s'mores. You know what we were talking about? We put a fire pit in last year, and over the weekend we were talking about the fire pit, and I was like, because Caden was like, when are we going to fire up the fire pit and do some s'mores? I was like, when it is not 100 degrees outside. I do not want to sit in 100-degree temperatures by a fire pit to make marshmallows. We can do that during the fall, like for sure. But I'm not trying to do that when it's 100 degrees outside. So maybe on the cool summer nights. Maybe we could do that. All right, let's do this little dark spot here for that. And then let's do a little bit of this to make that little piece there a little bit of a shade different. And then we'll do this little, blow up area. And let me get this white and do this. Oh gosh. Did y'all see that? Can't believe that. Do this little white spot right there. It's not going to be super bright white. All right, let's do the legs, the body, the mask, the wings, and I already did the beak, so we need to do the eyeballs. And little goggles. Just like so. My eyes look terrible. Doing a little light reflection. I'm not going to do it over the black eyes at all because I feel like that's just going to be a problem. All right, so let's glue on our little goggles here. Okay, let's glue on our little floaty with our snorkel. And put that there. That's cute. The little beak. Goes there. Is that right? Yeah, it's right. Little wings. This little wing. And our grass. The wildlife out there are just going crazy. Okay, then we just have to do our birdhouse. So this one goes here. You guys can see that one. Okay. All right, now let's do our little birdhouse. Let's go ahead and do the grass. I did those pretty quick. I feel like I talked a lot too. You saw 6 baby raccoons in your backyard playing. You did startle them. If I had 6 little raccoons in my backyard, I would 100% startle them. Be like, skedaddle. Skedaddle. Get on out of here. All right, so we're going to glue this to the back. Just like so. Glue on our little sun. After I sand it. Oops. All right, that's good there. All right, let's do our roof. Now, I will say this. I did my little birds with my imagination, and I think they turned out so adorable. And the goal is, like I said earlier tonight, to inspire you just to, with the colors and like maybe another way to like think about how you would do yours or something like that. But I think these turned out really cute. All right, so now we're going to put on the little pieces that go on the front. They're just little like trim pieces. Gives it a little dimension. All right, next. Holy cow. Got to get it just right. The alligator in JB Island. Is that what you, oh, in Tybee? Tybee? Here? No. I heard about the shark things that were happening over at Hilton Head, though. I heard about that. used to have raccoons play in your kids' pool? Stop. Really? That is too much. I don't know about all that. I mean, like, we are not friendly like that. Ah. I know everybody's like, Christine, where do you live, honey? Where do you reside? We are not coming there. You know, you and all your raccoon friends. For sure not happening. Yeah, she's in the area where you're gonna have those kind of things. I'm not going to Colorado. Although pictures of Colorado is very pretty. I will say that. The mountains are very beautiful. I just don't like to travel in them. Okie dokie. All right, let's get this and do little details on that little sand dollar, and then let's do this for our little starfish. It's like a purple. Just kind of subtle. And then for our shell, let's do a little color on the lines. And that goes on our little birdhouse, kind of down here. The bottom. Our stand. And this kind of gets glued on there, kind of at the bottom. I would lean into the front just a little bit. So kind of like this. Cute. All right. All righty then. So these are all done. Now we just need to add our little twinkles. Let me see if I have anything left in this one. All right, let's do our little twinkle. It's not what I was looking for. Y'all, I can't see, so I can't promise this is going to be, I can't see half of what I'm doing. It looks like a solid line, but it's not. So messy. So messy. I just went around my little sun like that. I'm not going to do anything else to that one. Let's do our little eyes in here. And then I'm just going to do a little highlight there on the side. I just did down the side of our little, you can't even see it, but on our little marshmallow at the bottom side. And we're gonna do just a little. Just a little highlight on our little sticks like that. So just a smidge. All right, next. Oh gosh, my eyesight is so crappy. That is terrible. This is leaking really bad. I think I've just tore it up. I'm not going to do any more of this because I just feel like I'm just... It is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so let me go back over my little floaty here. I also don't have a very steady hand. I'm trying to make the, like, the glare over the black eyes, and I just don't feel like I'm being successful at all. No, we're gonna sand that down just a little bit, because that is just not what I was looking for. Just gonna sand, make them kind of grayish. That's a little bit better. Kind of looking through there. All right. I mean, I'm gonna let it be. I'm done with that. I'm so done with that. I like that I did different colors too. I think they're precious. All right, I'm gonna go stick them on the shelf over here and show you what they look like. And hopefully you like them. Take all my little birdies to the little shelf over here. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness gracious. Those are adorable. They are so cute. Wait till you see them. Do you know the ones you will start doing for Christmas? Oh, Christmas in July. Yeah, we're going to start doing some Christmas in July stuff. We're not going to do Christmas in July the whole month of July, but we are going to do some for Christmas in July. I mean, tell me how cute this is. I mean, I think they're perfect with all the different colors. I mean, just look at those. How cute. How adorable. Once you like see them together and how you can like stage them and style them, they look so cute together. And the fact that they're all different colors is perfect. You just got to trust the process. I know it looks like a hot disaster when we start, but these are cute. I mean, look at her. She is so cute. Look, our little birdhouse. This one with the toasty marshmallows. And a little ball cap. This bluebird. I mean, we had to have a bluebird. And then we had to have like a traditional like brown bird. So cute. I really wanted to do them very summery. I mean, they are summer birds. And that's why I picked the colors I did and the shades that I did. And I spent probably 30 minutes looking at the paints over there, trying to figure out like, what would I do for summer birds? And I think they're so adorable. They're just so cute. You got their Christmas ducks today. The Christmas ducks, I am thinking should be one of our first Christmas in July crafts, for sure. The Christmas ducks, for sure. Very excited for those. Not Michelle. Christine did the Christmas duck slot insert. I posted the picture in the shop. You should go see it. She also posted it in the Facebook group, and it's adorable. It is so adorable. So anyways, it is 12:04 Eastern time. Our end of the month sale has ended, and it is now officially July 1st. I'm not going to do Christmas and July crafts until I get back from our vacation. So we'll start them when I get back, and then we're going to do some Christmas in July. We're going to do a couple more summer things, and then about mid-July, we're going to do fall, like getting ready for fall crafts. I know. And then it's just going to go downhill from here. It really is. But I have most of the fall stuff completely done. With the exception of a few things that I haven't got to, I'll just do them when I get back from our trip. And yeah, but we released a whole ton of Christmas in July. Like if you did not see our Christmas in July release, you should go look at it because it is in the Christmas collection. It's in the newest collection. So if you go to the shop and go to our newest products, whatever, everything is in that collection. So anything new that we released for Christmas in July / summer is all there. And then I will remove all of those when we do our fall, and all the fall stuff will go in the new collection. So you'll be able to see it there. And I'm very excited to do some Christmas in July crafts. Some people are not a fan of Christmas in July. They just would they're not here for it. I think it's fun. I think it's just a fun thing to do. And it's something different. And I'm planning on doing a few things. So we'll probably do a couple, we'll probably do 4 or 5 in July. So we have a little bit of balance of other things. So I'm really excited. So hopefully you are too. I'll be back on tomorrow to do a craft with you. And then I will not be back on for a craft unless we do something in Florida until I return on July 7th. So just keep that in mind. And then I also wanted to tell you, April and I have pretty much, other than the weekend, Saturday we did go in until 4 o'clock. We were there from 11 to 4 on Saturday. And well, we went to my dad's, then went to we tried to go get our nails done. Didn't happen. We went to my dad's new apartment, stayed there for about 45 minutes. And then we left and went to the warehouse. It was about 11:30 and we were there till 4:15. And so she has pulled, I can't tell you how many orders she has pulled. There are carts filled with orders. There is baskets everywhere with people's orders pulled ahead so that my dad can pack while we are gone. So she has not packed as much. I think she packed maybe 75 orders today, not near what she normally does. And so there are some done and they'll ship out tomorrow, but she's going to spend all day tomorrow pulling for my dad so that on Wednesday, Thursday, he gets to do those. And then he'll go in on Saturday probably and finish doing. So he'll be doing it for 3 days by himself. So she is pre-pulling orders for him to do while we are gone. And then Dylan has cut, they just have been, we have been cutting so much to get ahead. And so that's what's happening. So keep in mind, we are going out of town, but Dylan is not, Zach is not, Mason is not, my dad is not. Those people are staying. They're still working. No one will be there at work on Friday for 4th of July, but the other days they will be there. So we are still going to process orders, get them out the door. Zach is still going to ship them. And so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. And we will probably not go in Wednesday. So that way we can get the cars ready, loaded, get, her kids have got to be picked up from the airport. So I really am trying to not go in Wednesday if I don't have to. And then we'll be traveling Wednesday and Thursday. So that is the situation. That's the deal. And then we will have our Star Spangled Savings sale that will start Thursday. So Thursday, it's already, I've already worked on it. Everything is automated and on a schedule. So post will schedule, the sale discounts will schedule. They're already set on a timer. And so that will be Thursday through Sunday. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the Star Spangled Savings. That is going to be our really big for July sale. I know it's really close to the first of the month. We will have another one towards the end of the month for Christmas in July. But I'm trying to do some bigger promotions once a month for everyone and create a whole page about it. I feature all the different things. So if you didn't take advantage of our end of the month sale, we will have something for July, and that will be during the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's 4 days. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. 4 days. And I'm calling it the say that 4 times. Star-Spangled Savings. Star-Spangled Savings. You know, you got to come up with these catchy little things. I'm not good at marketing and promotions. You know, I just am not. But anyways, so you'll get an email about that. Michelle is going to take care of all of the automations. That way we can have everything kind of like scheduled to go out kind of seamless. So that's it. That's all I have for you. So y'all enjoy your night. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the little summer birds. They're so cute. They are a cute little set. They were just too cute not to do like a different colors. You know, they really needed to not match but be like friends instead of like siblings. So I think they're lovely. And I'll take a picture of this and I'll post it and I'll put it in the shop so you have this example. And hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being here. If you missed it earlier today, I did the hot air balloon sun catcher like cutout. So we did that, and tomorrow we'll figure out, you know, how that turned out. So y'all be blessed, be inspired. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next time. If you want to go get the summer birds, if you comment the word collections, they are in the summer collection. So comment the word collections, Facebook Messenger will send you a message and it will say, go visit our collections. You'll sort through there and find the seasonal and it'll say summer, and they will be in the summer collection. Okay. So y'all be blessed and